I'd like to call the meeting to order at 7:30. Roll call, please.
Simons,
Here?
Smith here, Boda,
Here.
Blackstock,
Here.
Babel, Petsalis, and Horn, absent.
Absent. Okay. Thank you. Would you follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, moving on to approval of the agenda. Is there any additions or deletions to the agenda as presented?
No.
If not, a motion to approve the agenda as presented would be in order.
So moved.
Support. Okay, we have a motion, we have a support. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Welcome, Debbie.
Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Moving on to the approval of the minutes of September 8, 2020. They're in your packet. Is there any corrections or with the minutes? If not, a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
So move.
Support.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a support to approve the minutes of September 8, 2020. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And next, we're moving on to public comment. Is there anybody in the audience that wants to speak about anything? Please go to the podium and state your name.
Good evening. My name is Karen Vanderhavel. I'm running for District Court Judge here in St. Clair County, and I just wanted to take a minute to introduce myself, if I could. I don't know if that's appropriate.
It is.
Thank you. Yeah, usually I call it, and I apologize for being late. I was coming from St. Clair Township's meeting. I hit there first.
Oh, you're not late, you're right on time.
Okay, good. Again, my name is Karen Vanderhavel, and I am running for a seat that was held by Judge Cynthia Platzer for a long time in District Court. Judge Platzer decided to retire early in December of last year, and then in March of this year, Governor Whitmer appointed Mona Armstrong to fill that seat until the election could be held in November. I was already running for the seat when Judge Platzer announced her retirement. And I had people say to me, well, are you still going to run? You know, it's very hard to run against someone who's listed as an incumbent on the ballot. And my response was, I understand she's listed as an incumbent, but until she's elected by the voters of St. Clair County, I would like to give the voters a choice. So I'm pushing on with my campaign, despite the COVID and all of the other obstacles that we have encountered this year. So a little bit about myself. I am born and raised in St. Clair County, grew up in Port Huron, went to Port Huron schools, attended SC4 for 3 semesters before transferring to University of Michigan and receiving a degree in elementary education. I taught first grade for 5 years, and then I started attending law school at night. I married my high school sweetheart, who's also from this area, and then after college, we returned to Port Huron to raise our 5 children, who are now ages 14 through 25. My youngest started high school this year, which makes me think there is light at the end of the tunnel. Fingers crossed. As far as professional experience, I have been an attorney for 22 years. For the first 10 years, I was a research attorney for Judge Peter Deegan in the circuit court, doing all of his research, writing opinions and briefs on both civil and criminal cases. And then for the last just over 10 years, I've served as an attorney referee with the Friend of Court here in St. Clair County. And as a referee, what I do all day long is hold hearings with families from all over the county on issues such as custody and parenting time and child support. As a hearing officer, I have to remain fair and impartial, apply the law to the facts, and then make a decision on what I believe is best for the child and the family as a whole. And I've been doing that for many years. I like my job. I like helping the families of St. Clair County, and making the move to district court, I believe that skill set will serve me well. District court are misdemeanors and small claims and landlord-tenant and ordinance violations, and what you need is somebody who can make a decision using common sense and applying the law, and that's what I'm asking to do. My opponent, Mona Armstrong, was a prosecutor for many years, and good at her job, but no experience being fair or impartial. She has only had to argue one side of the case, and so that transition to being a fact finder may be a little more difficult for her. But so I just wanted to introduce myself. I have some material with me. I'll pass out at the end of the meeting, but if you don't mind if I stay and listen. But any questions for me? Okay. Well, thank you very much.
How long a term is this that you're running for?
I'm sorry?
How long is the term?
It is 6 years.
6 years?
Yes,
Wow.
all judicial positions are 6 years, and in this county, usually once someone is elected to a judicial position, that is
Yeah.
again, it's hard to run against an incumbent, so, but yes, the initial term is 6 years.
Well, good.
Okay, well,
Well,
thank you.
thank you and good luck. Yeah, and anything you want to leave, or you're welcome to stay. Our meeting probably won't be too late. We're usually done by 11 or 12 minutes.
I was at one last week in Klein. It went almost 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
So that's.
Okay.
them.
All right. Well, thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to the consent agenda. The only item we have is the St. Clair Area Fire Authority report. So a motion to accept the consent agenda would be in order, if there's any questions.
Where is, East China, let's see, here it's only. This spells here, East China.
It's on the back. You don't
We
have
didn't
a
get it.
back. Okay. Yep. Want me to read it to you?
The only most previously arrived,
Yeah.
East China.
Right. It was medical assist, 17 calls, EMS call excluding vehicle with injuries, 3, EMS call party transported by non-fire agency, 1. So we had 21 calls.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I just didn't get copied under that.
Right.
Okay, is there any questions on that St. Clair Fire Authority?
No,
If not, a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
also move.
Support.
We have a motion, we have a support. Any further questions? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to new business, we have the Bell River Pump Station. You've got an added-on sheet, it's a little more explanation about what's going on there. We have 2 pumps there. They're both getting pretty tired. Blaine would like to get one of them rebuilt. And if you remember, this is one of the lift stations that we're trying to get a grant on. Cindy, we got denied the first time and we resubmitted.
We are in the process of resubmitting in a couple of different options,
Okay.
different ways.
So what Blaine's asking for is that we rebuild the one pump, not to exceed $7,000. I believe that's what it was, wasn't it, 7,000?
Not to exceed.
So, I mean, it's something we have to do. If you read that, we don't want to have any houses flooded. That takes all the water and the sewage coming down Bell River Road, Springborn Road, and then sends it underneath Bell River to the Urban Drive lift station. So I'm recommending, and so is the DPW, that we approve him to have that one pump rebuilt.
I'll make that a motion.
You're gonna make an motion?
Yes.
Support.
Not to exceed 7,000?
Mm-hmm. I believe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7,000.
Support.
All right,
Roll call.
yeah. All right, roll call, please.
Blackstack?
Yes.
Babel?
Yes.
Boda?
Yes.
Simons?
Yes,
Smith? Yes.
motion carries. We repair the lift station. Moving on to payables of 8/13/20, 9/16/20 equal $1,433,306.05. We have payroll of $70,234.67. We have accounts payable of $221,144.15. We have payroll EFTs payments of $61,817.38. We have a tax account of $1,080,109.85. And what does that come up to? That comes up to our
the total.
$1,433,306. And these payments, this is for 4 weeks, because we didn't have this last week. We didn't have the payroll
Right.
in the account, so that's why they're so high. So we need a motion to pay the bills.
I'll make that a motion.
I'll support.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a support to pay the bills in the sum of $1,433,306.05. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Blackstack?
Yes.
Babel?
Yes.
Boda?
Yes.
Simons?
Yes,
Smith, yes.
motion carries, we pay the bills. Moving on to new business item 3, revenue expenditure report 7/1/20 to 7/31/20 and 8/1/20 to 8/31/20. I believe that's just a receive and file.
I'll make the motion to receive.
I'll support.
So we have a motion to receive and file. Is there any questions on the expenditure and revenue reports? They're quite lengthy, and maybe they don't need to be. We're going to look into that. Hearing none. All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Item 4 is the invoice check signed tonight, and that's $157,735.71. Could you explain that to me, or?
I assume the envelope is here with the checks in it, or the?
I didn't have that. I don't know why we don't have that.
Does she normally put that in here for? the
Usually
bids?
it's here or on the end of the,
Right.
and these are just the checks, that part of the bills, or what?
Those are the current bills that she's paying.
Okay. So I guess we'll need a motion to pay those bills for the
Invoices, current invoices.
current
I'll
invoices.
make that a motion.
I support.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a support to pay the invoice checks that are be signed tonight in the sum of $157,735.71. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Blackstack?
Yes.
Babel?
Yes.
Boda?
Yes.
Simons?
Yes.
Smith, yes.
Motion carries. Moving on to, is there anything that Cindy would want to report on, or nothing at this time? Okay. Moving on to announcements. The only announcement I have, and it's a little early, is the East China curbside chipping will be Wednesday, November the 4th, 2020. Alternate rain day will be November the 5th. And it's posted on the township door, all the stuff you have to do, no bigger than 3 inches, and pile it near the street. Shrubs can't exceed 36 inches. No rocks, metal, roots. And they should all be out there the night before. And that night before happens to be election night. So, That's all I have on the announcements. I guess the other thing I could say is I talked to the St. Clair County Road Commission the other day, and they're progressing quite well on the bridge. So they said that they've got a lot of the beams set already. I didn't make it down there yesterday. I usually go down there on Sundays to check it, but I didn't make it. So we're making some headway. I hope it'll be open on the date that they said, which is November 16th. So,
This year?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, we want to have it done.
Wow, that'd be amazing.
I did get down there and looked at it, and it does look like it's progressing very well.
Did they have beams going across?
No, but they had, all the metal pieces up and everything like that,
Oh.
so, yeah,
Okay, good,
yeah, and all the wood's there, I guess, for the
yeah.
cement to be poured, and, yeah.
And we're winding down on our sewer project on Point Drive and on Francis Street on M29. So those will be in service. I believe Blaine said the one on Point Drive is in service right now. We can use it. But they got some cleanup site work, grading and stuff to do to finish it up.
Yeah, there's a few spots down there that are just
3 spots are not good,
terrible.
terrible. Well, they're not done yet. Let's give them a chance to get
I
done.
understand that, but when spots that's car back up, it's just high, low mess.
Okay. Well, get with me later and we can hook up with the engineers. Other than that, that's all the announcements that I have. We'll move on to board member comments. Mr. Boda.
Has anything been going on about that siren for the weather?
Well, the county has a committee put together and they did a survey. It's kind of the ball's in their court. Haven't heard back from them.
He also extended to me, Mr. Boda, that if you would like to call him and talk about those sirens, he would be more than willing to talk to you about what's going on and where the committees stand. His name is Justin Westmiller. I can give you his number after the meeting.
Okay,
All right. Anything else?
no, that's it, thank you.
All right. Sandy?
Yes, we are working on the absent voter ballots, and we're expecting those to be in the mail to voters on Friday. So
Yeah,
watch
we've
for
had a
your
lot of
ballot.
questions on that, when they're gonna be out. Friday, huh? Okay. Anything else?
Nope, thank you.
Mr. Blackstock?
Nothing, thank you.
Ms. Babel?
Not tonight.
Okay. I guess I don't have anything. I told you all I know. So, I guess a motion to adjourn would be in order.
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 7:47.
Support.
Okay, we have a motion and we have a support to adjourn. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you.